you know, and just go from there. This is our official pod of 2024, bro.
Yeah, we're finally back.
Finally back.
You're done being sick.
Yo, man, it's that time of the year, bro.
It's that time of the year for what?
It's COVID, flu, all that, bro. I get sick at least twice a year, and I think I've hit that. I mean, because I got sick in December, and then I got sick, early in January. So
Yeah, no, I feel you.
yeah,
I feel
bro.
you. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Rising of the Dreamerverse, first podcast here, 2024. We're gonna kind of just take it easy, kind of chill today.
Yep.
Just riff it out. We don't really have too many planned discussion topics. I mean, we have a few things we're probably gonna mention here, but yeah, welcome back. Alrighty, how we doing, Yemi? How we doing, baby? We're
Good.
back.
Better.
We're back.
Back and better. We got
Back and better.
Yeah, we got the camera.
Better and back. Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we
That's
got
right.
the camera.
Dude.
We got the
We
stands.
should mention that.
We could talk with our hands
We
now.
should mention that
fully.
Yeah, we should mention that. We've upgraded a little bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys can tell visually. We got a better camera.
Yeah. You can
Um,
zoom in.
hopefully I'm not too ugly.
Nah, no
But,
way.
yeah,
No
we
way.
could zoom way further
Yeah.
in, but right now we're still
Yeah.
kind of at this kind of distance.
Yeah.
If you guys want us to zoom in further, you want us
Yeah.
to see this beautiful face,
Yeah.
let us know. But yeah, we got a camera. We got some boom arms.
Yeah,
With taking with some advice. We have had a few people that have said in the past that when we've talked, it kind of gets away from us. The mics get away from us, and then you can't really hear us as well, which I've noticed that too. So thank you. First and foremost for letting
Appreciate
us
the
know that, and hopefully this solves the issue. One, we can be a little bit more theatrical with it, and
as you saw with me
we
earlier.
can yeah, and hopefully we sound a little bit better too. We've been doing a little bit of recording, not so much podcast stuff, but we've been doing some other stuff.
Yeah, we've been grinding.
We've been doing some I don't know, sorry, my wrist keeps vibrating from my watch, but we've been doing some diving into some comics here with Daredevil and Echo recently. So we've been doing some videos on that, and just kind of getting back into the swing of things. So I mean, honestly, dude, I haven't seen him for a minute. I mean, literally up until yesterday was the first day I'd seen him since December 26th. I mean, literally since the last time we recorded. That was the last time I saw you. So it's been a minute. It's almost been a month.
Yeah,
So
we've
basically
been chilling. I got sick, as you know.
Not
I
quite,
mentioned.
but, yeah.
And then, guys, if you see anything with my mouth, like, I'm just putting it out there. I went to the dentist.
I was
today.
wondering if you
I gotta mention it.
I was wondering if you
Went to
were
the
gonna say
dentist today, so if I look like I'm like freaking Two-Face on one side, that's the reason why. I had to go to the dentist, handle some business, and they numbed up my mouth, and the numbness is starting to go away. But like when I pulled up to TD today, and I was like, "Yo, bro, how bad is it?" He's like, "Bro, what the hell?" Like, but it's getting better. But
Yeah,
I just want to put that out there.
Yeah,
Hey, take care of your teeth. It's important, for real.
Yeah.
Don't wait, for real. Don't be like me.
Yeah.
Don't wait. Go to the dentist. Trust me, T-pain is literally the worst pain you can feel.
Trust me,
sure.
I'm not much better than you. So I gotta.
Shit.
I'm definitely. We were talking before the podcast. I'm taking way better care of my teeth, but I definitely need to still go to the dentist more frequently. And get all that kind of carried away or squared away. But
New Year's Eve was good.
New Year's Eve.
Holidays was
What did
good
I need-
for you.
what did
I
do
mean,
I'm trying to think what. Oh yeah, no, New Year's Eve was good, dude. New Year's Eve was fun. I went to my buddy's house. Almost forgot, dude. Sorry, Copley. I didn't mean that. No, yeah, it was just so much fun. I forgot what we did, but I actually learned. I learned actually how to play. Probably not fully, but I have a better understanding now of euchre. I don't know if you ever played that game.
Yeah,
but
a few times.
played that with them that night. Mostly watch them play it because they're way better at it than me, and I'm not that good, so they didn't really want me as a partner, which is understandable. But no, we had fun, dude. They had fun. It was fun teaching me and shit and learning, and watched some games, did a little bottle exchange.
Nice.
Yeah, and we played. There were a bunch of other different games we played. I honestly can't even remember all of them that we played, but I know I think we finished the night with like some Wii bowling, or not Wii bowling, but the
classic.
the
Wii tennis.
well, no, not the original, but the Switch Sports that just came out. Like they have the
Oh,
that they have like
yeah,
bowling and all that on there. We were
yeah,
playing that, so
that's
which is
fun.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a good time. And it's kind of funny. Dude woke up the next morning and getting ready to leave, and Calby's out walking his dog. He's coming back, and I'm putting my shit in the car, and he like looks at my car, and he's like, hey, wait. He's like, wait a second, bro. He's like, you might not be going anywhere yet. And I'm like, I couldn't see what he was talking about yet. And I walked around, and dude, my back left tire, and nailing it. It was like deflated.
Oh,
So
jeez. Yeah.
luckily he had this like little like pump thing that
Yeah.
he put in my tire, and we just kind of let it go for a little bit, and
Yeah.
he ended up getting my tire back inflated,
Yeah.
and I made it all the way back, made it home, and
Yeah.
then ended up going to the up to this tire place up the road, and they
Mhm.
ended up fixing it for free for me. So,
Oh, that's
which
nice.
so
Probably just patched it up,
yeah, it was
right?
patched up. It probably
Yeah.
wasn't that big of an issue,
Yeah.
from what I could tell, or
Yeah.
from what you know.
It's always a
But
good feeling.
that's the one thing. Since I do gotta actually maybe drive with that thing here soon, I do gotta go get that checked out a little bit more.
Nah,
Make sure it's all good.
You're
But
definitely gonna need to get that checked out for sure.
yeah. What about you, man? How was your New Year's?
It was good, man. I chilled out, watched the Chappelle show, or not the Chappelle show, but I watched the Chappelle special with some friends. Ordered in some Mexican.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a good vibe. It was a
Ordered
good
in
vibe.
some Mexican. Oh
Or,
yeah,
yeah,
baby.
we went to go pick it up, and then we watched the Chappelle, and then we watched one of my favorite movies, Ex Machina. Um, Definitely
Hell
recommend
yeah.
you. Have you seen that?
I think so. When
Yeah.
did that come out?
2015.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw it back
14.
when it like originally came
Yeah,
out.
good
Yeah.
movie, good movie.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it was just a good vibe, you know.
I think I saw it, dude. I think the reason I'm like having like this weird
Yeah.
like deja vu with this, I think I saw an ad for it the other day.
Probably.
I think I saw an ad for it.
It's
And
a
it was
great
like I
movie.
was like, damn. I was like, I might need to watch that again.
Yeah, it's a great
Yeah.
movie. So yeah, we just chilled out, watched that, and then a couple days later, I got sick again. And then but now I'm back, so I'm back, you know.
It's your flu
Just,
game. This
yeah.
podcast, your flu game.
Yeah, I'm
You're
back.
like you got
Yeah.
half your face is
remember-
numb and
I was like, you know what, like, cause you were supposed to record last week, and I was like, yeah, nah,
yeah
it's
we were
not happening.
sorry we were supposed to drop our first podcast back when Echo released, or the day after Echo technically released, but
Right.
we unfortunately couldn't do that. So
Yeah, but it all worked out because now
now
I was
you
able
watched
to watch
it. Yeah, you watched it.
You watched it.
I definitely watched it.
Yeah, so
I had to defend myself at the same time.
yeah, let's. Oh, yeah.
I also I will
let's
say
get into
I do want to
let's get
say
into
before
it.
we get into our
Yeah.
review of Echo, I want to say I definitely, if any of you guys who have commented on that little short or
TD's hot.
where
take.
was the most interaction? Was it on
TikTok,
TikTok?
for
Yeah, was
sure.
it TikTok? Yeah, so if he posts something about
Immediate
this,
reaction.
hopefully somebody maybe sees this if he posts
Yeah.
something about it again. But everyone that commented on that, I just want to say I appreciate it. All of your guys' feedback, whether it was good or bad, there was plenty of bad, trust me. Not so much bad, just so much,
Yeah.
just saying that basically calling my take very,
Yeah.
very hot, which I respect
Yeah.
your opinion on calling that my opinion hot, because it definitely was. I also
definitely a hot
agreed.
take.
I also told him, I was like, I know it's a hot take. Like I know this is a hot take. But it's personally what I believe.
Yeah.
And my response post release of Echo and post that video and all the comments back and forth with you guys, I still stand by it, motherfuckers. I'm not gonna say that it's maybe on completely Loki's level. It's up there though. It's with when you're comparing a 5-episode show to a 2-season show. All right, I'm not gonna sit here. I can admit maybe when I'm wrong at the same time too. So I will say that maybe it's not the best, the greatest ever that they've released to this point, but it's up there. It is definitely up there. It shits on Secret Invasion, shits on WandaVision, it shits on pretty much every other show other than Moon Knight.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, in terms of just story and how good it is. So yeah. Take that. That's what I gotta say. That's what I gotta say.
I agree with him. When TD was said that, I was like, I took a deep breath. I was like, all right, you gonna stand by this, but then like the show's actually pretty good. So
Yeah, I was a little nervous. I'll admit.
yeah,
After I watched it, I was like, "Damn, I wonder what Yemi's gonna think
yeah,
about
no,
this."
that's
I was
why.
like, "I wonder what he's gonna
Yeah, I
think."
was like, oh, I'm binging this. I'm binging
Yeah,
this. So yeah, we're about to, yeah, we'll dive into it. So you want to just
yeah.
kind of, what are you thinking? How we should do this? You
How
just
we should
kind
do the little? I mean, you want to do the echo review?
yeah, yeah, we
I
can just.
mean,
I mean,
person.
yeah, we
I don't
just
want
kind
to.
of.
I
We don't need to
honestly,
dive
I don't
into
want to. Yeah, no,
fully.
I don't want
Yeah,
to like talk about dissect the
yeah,
episodes.
yeah, yeah,
I personally just want to say
yeah,
a few shout outs with it.
yeah.
The fact that they included the Choctaw Nation of Oklahoma,
Absolutely.
it was probably one of the coolest things that Marvel's
Yeah,
done to this point in terms of anything that they've done with the show. And all of them in it were amazing. Like they
yeah.
definitely brought like that authenticity of that kind of indigenous
It
feel
did. It did.
that kind of comes with Echo's character.
Yeah, it's fire.
And just in terms of kind of giving her backstory just a little bit more light, a little bit more understanding as her as a
Who she
person, because
is. Yeah.
obviously we get in her introduction in Hawkeye
In New
originally,
York. Yeah.
and she's grown up. You don't know much about her. You don't know
No.
how she came to be, who she is, and I'm not sure if I don't know if they were calling her Echo in Hawkeye or not, or if they were just calling her Maya.
Yeah.
But
It's
either
just
way,
strange.
like
Yeah.
you still don't know who this person is and like how
No,
she's come to be to this point. So like the fact that we actually got a little bit more of a deep dive into that
I agree.
and just kind of how Kingpin actually how that came to be, how he raised her,
Yep.
and just kind of how she was raised and kind of manipulated as a child all the way up to
Absolutely.
adulthood,
Yeah.
into believing that this person that she thought was
A hero. She
her
said it.
hero, she
Yeah.
literally did say she was a hero, could lie to her and be so wrong and
Just manipulator.
yeah,
Yeah.
basically just controlled and manipulated her to the
Yeah.
point in thinking that he was good when he was really
Yeah.
not good, and he
But
was really part of the problem as to why she is
yeah.
the way she is. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like,
But I will say,
yeah,
I think Kingpin maybe with not he wouldn't have raised her that way hadn't been he saw Maya's inclination to also enjoying violence as well.
maybe.
I think he saw something similar in her as someone who came from like brokenness, is her mom, was
True.
died, was killed,
Yeah, the scene of her
Yeah.
Kingpin beating
Yeah.
the
Beating up that
hot
yeah.
dog dude, sand dude, or
Yeah.
whatever,
Beating up
ice cream
that
guy, whatever, and
yeah.
then
And then she
she
kind
comes
of
up
comes
and
on and kicks him.
kicks
I
him.
mean,
Yeah.
very could be a similar kid situation, but I think
Yeah.
she was also just kind of everything she's been through. She was just like not even really phased by like him beating him
She
up.
thought it was normal.
Yeah.
I think she thought it was
Yeah,
normal.
she was just
Like,
kind of like,
that's
and
okay.
and
Like,
I think Kingpin took it upon himself because he's still like kind of this broken boy to like,
he's definitely still a broken person.
yeah,
Kingpin,
yeah,
for sure.
like, but like to help out Maya in his own way. So their relationship was very
It's
very,
just
very interesting and very loving. You can tell he loves her.
Oh, he cares about
Yeah,
her for sure.
yeah.
It's like where it comes from though.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
like
a form of it's trauma bonding.
oh yeah,
Bro.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
trauma bonding for
100%,
sure.
100%.
So I think also I would have been nice to kind of see more of Maya's dad and maybe their relationship.
I mean, we got a lot more of him in Hawkeye, but yeah, I
Yeah,
would agree.
yeah,
And maybe just a little bit more of
just kind of just a little bit more, and just kind of like why
like
he still
I guess what do you mean by that though? Like more of
yeah, well, it's
in
just
terms
like
of
why
how
he still chose to be involved his
oh
daughter in the criminal
after
lifestyle,
everything,
like after even after
everything.
his the mom
Yeah,
died and everything. It's just
right.
like
No, that's
why,
a good point.
like
That's a good
why,
point. Yeah.
how did you think your daughter was gonna turn out? You move her to New York, you're working closer with Kingpin, and all these,
Yeah,
like
that's
of
true.
course,
That's true. I didn't
and
think
like
about that.
hands
That's a
on,
good
he's
shout.
like picking up Maya. He saw like her, like she's training in like Kingpin's facilities, so it was just. Yeah, I was just thinking about that, like, yeah, how did you think your daughter was gonna turn out? And yeah, that was really my only point when it comes to like Kingpin and Maya's relationship. I thought it was just very, very interesting. That was one of the highlights for sure. The show.
Oh
For
no,
me.
100. Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
it's deep and I mean you get it all the way up until the very end too. Like
yeah.
you get like a full just dissection and understanding of it.
She loves him though.
Yeah, no, she cares about him too. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like I guess that's the part of her that can't maybe I don't know if
She
to make
can't
her
break it. Yeah,
like a full hero or whatever. But
anti-hero. For
either
sure.
way, yeah, anti-hero, whatever you want to call it, vigilante.
Yeah.
But I will say, just kind of like we said, a few highlights about the show. I think
Right.
the
Chocolate.
fight scene with Daredevil was
Oh yeah,
badass.
yeah. You give your
But
take and I'll give
I
mine.
will admit
Go ahead.
that there was a little slight hiccup, I think, with CGI
Mm-hmm.
in that scene,
Mm-hmm.
because there is a point where Daredevil kind of like almost looks like he's in rewind mode when he like bounces up from the ground. I don't know if you noticed that.
I didn't.
Um,
I'll have to rewatch to
you
see it
have to
again.
rewatch it. Yeah, but it's, I mean, it's quick. Like it's quick enough to almost not notice it if you're
Mm-hmm.
not really looking for it. But like
Yeah,
that was honestly one thing, even through the first watch through, that I looked and I was like, huh. I was like, that was the only thing that looked weird to me. But the scene itself leading up to that point, before that and after that,
yeah.
was one of the most, to me, one of the coolest fight scenes that Marvel's done.
I agree.
Shit, probably since Shang-Chi, probably, in my opinion,
Yeah, I
because
agree.
that, in terms of that combat, I'm trying to think, maybe my timeline's off and maybe there's
Nah,
been
nah,
some
you're
cooler
right.
shit since
Nah,
then,
you're
but
right.
you think
You're
I'm
right.
right?
I
You
think you're
think I'm
right.
right? Yeah.
Since yeah,
Like, is that
Shang-Chi.
probably the best
To
since?
me, I mean, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And it was just, I mean, the way Daredevil came in, one, it was unexpected. So I appreciate you not spoiling anything for me.
Yeah.
It That's how a cameo should be done to me. Like if you're gonna bring them in, I think they would have been done.
I thought
I
he was
think
coming in later in the
yeah,
show.
yeah, and I think honestly they would have done better of not revealing that Daredevil was in the show
Like, at
whatsoever
all,
at
yeah,
all.
yeah.
But
But he's a good advertising piece
yeah, it's
for it,
good
so.
advertisement. But it was just nice because I wasn't expecting the first episode, and I wasn't expecting that scene. And
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought it was gonna be more cliche in that, but it was quick. He
It
was like,
wasn't cliche, dude.
yeah, it came
It
in
gave
like,
me Netflix
yeah,
vibes, bro. Like,
yeah, it
like
did.
how he was acting, like
Right,
how he was talking,
yeah.
like, and I mean his
He's
suit
in the
too, like
red
the way
suit.
he
Yeah,
looked, like
yeah,
he definitely gave me that like
yeah,
old school, like of what we remember, what we
right,
all like as
yeah.
fans of Daredevil, from the Netflix days. Like it gave me that like excitement again, and I was like, damn, dude, this is actually fucking sick. Like,
Nah, it
and
was.
then yeah, dude, I mean, I guess in a few other things, just with the show, I really liked I'll be honest, there are times when shows do this where they do that kind of like flashback in time across multiple generations of like people,
Yeah.
and they don't not that it's not cool or not that it's
Hmm.
not like important. It's just maybe they don't just portray it that well. I thought
So
they
unique.
did it
Yeah.
so uniquely and
Mhm.
so perfectly, in my opinion, just with how
Absolutely.
it all connected. And
Yeah.
then the one like little like move that Maya does or did when she
Yeah.
was like kind of like I don't know what you would call it, but she was taking
Just
that kind
kind
of
of tapping
stance,
into our
right? Yeah,
ancestors. Yeah.
tapping into everything, and it's kind of
Yeah.
like doing the like kind of like pan or flash over of like all
Hmm.
of them doing it.
Yeah.
And dude, it was so
No,
badass.
it
Like
was.
that
It
was
was smooth.
so
It was smooth.
badass. Like,
It was.
and I think just like although that like kind of like how we were talking about with Miss Marvel and like her
Hmm.
family,
Yeah.
like and how cool they are.
Right.
It was kind of that same vibe, I think,
Yeah.
with like this family, like
I
and
agree.
like across the board, like with I mean even her, what is it, cousin technically
Yeah,
that's
he was
involved with
dope. Yeah,
Fisk.
he's cool.
That's involved
Well,
with
no,
Fisk.
well, no, I think that was her uncle, right?
The one that's involved with Fisk.
The one who runs the
Still
skating
like
rink.
okay,
Yeah.
he's her uncle. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, and the cousin
Uh,
was the one who was driving the truck.
Driving the truck. That
Yeah.
dude's funny. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I couldn't
Hilarious.
remember if they were both cousins or if one of yeah, I didn't know if that guy was her uncle or not or
Nah,
whatever.
yeah, that
But
was her uncle.
either way,
Yeah.
I dude, they all were. I think they're all really like really funny and
Unique,
unique in
great
their own way.
characters. Her grandpa.
Grandpa for sure
Yeah.
builds her the
Yeah.
leg.
I mean, they did
So
very great character development as far as just like
I do
really
for
just
5 episodes too.
for 5 episodes taking us into Oklahoma where the city where she
Yep.
was basically spent her I mean adolescence
Right.
until she moved to New York, but just kind of just like this small pocket, like you could feel like that city that where that their little local city was like the character in itself, and it was really just cool how we just got to know everyone around there and
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
how
100%,
they
dude.
just look out for one another. It was just and then
They
like
all cared about each other
yeah, they
for
all
sure.
cared about each other. And it was just like their own little community, like and it was just and what you mentioned as far as just her indigenous or native upbringing
Yep.
and just like
Yeah.
because I didn't really know much about the character at all, so it's just to see
No.
that. And then even how it starts in the first episode where it just starts in like they're in the cave and they're rising, and I thought that was just so well done and unique as far as them showing it's
Like a it's
almost like they were like aliens in a sense, like or like these spiritual beings
yeah. Okay.
that basically emerged and came out of the cave because they spent most of their life, and then they were exposed, and like all this shell came off of them, and they were like
Actual
actual
people. Yeah.
people. Um,
Yeah.
Maya's powers were super interesting, and I will say like, you know, I will say,
If there,
was it if it was necessary or not to even have her have powers, because I think it was she was a great character in itself.
yeah,
But
I'll be honest with you. I'm not even really interested that much to. I mean, I think
yeah,
it's cool. I think it's very cool the connection to like her ancestors and just
right,
everything, with that.
yeah,
But I think that to me, that's not even the coolest, like I guess
yeah,
quote
she's just a
unquote
badass. Yeah,
power that she has.
yeah,
If okay, I want to ask you this question before I kind of tell you what I think about
yeah,
it.
yeah. Go ahead.
If she would could remind you of one other character in the MCU, who would she remind you of? More, and I'm more asking this to give you more of, I guess, maybe what I'm looking for. I'm more asking this in a combat sense.
I mean, she kind of fights like an assassin, so she reminds me of like Black Widow.
Yeah.
Um,
Who does Black Widow fight?
like Captain America. She reminds me like her combat, like
All right,
Black
I'm thinking
Panther.
the actual movie of Black Widow. Who does she fight in the movie?
Um,
Who does
Taskmaster?
right?
Yeah,
And Taskmaster has the ability to basically mimic and
yeah.
copy any. That's who she reminds me of in
Yeah,
terms of her like mimicking ability, in terms of how she can like literally like that, like when she's fighting
man.
Daredevil,
Yeah,
she's basically watching him, learning how he's doing what he's doing, and that's
yeah.
how she's able to keep up with him and
Right.
do kind of
Yeah.
exactly what he is, or basically
I,
not so much beat
yeah.
him, but just
Yeah.
hold her own with
Hold
him.
her on. I
Yeah.
think Daredevil was definitely hold. You could tell he was kind of
Well,
holding
she's
back
young,
a lot.
dude.
Yeah,
That's like
she
her
is.
first thing. That was
Yeah.
like her first big
Right.
thing that she had to do technically
Right.
in her MCU kind of life or debut, right?
Yeah.
That's her by what Kingpin said, that's her first kind of mission that he sends her on,
Yeah,
is
that's
to
true. That is her
go
first
go
mission.
look into what
Right.
Daredevil's doing, because he thinks Daredevil's looking into things that he shouldn't be looking into, which is technically
Right.
from the I believe that they kind of did kind of keep that somewhat accurate with comics, is because that's kind of how in Daredevil #9 or is it #9? Whatever, the one the Echo's first appearance, which I believe is Daredevil #9 from 1998. Um, that I don't know if that's the first one that she actually goes and does this.
Mhm.
I think that is actually when she goes and does this. She goes to meet him or meet Daredevil, because Kingpin sends her on kind of like a quote unquote mission to like look into what Daredevil's looking into, because he thinks that
Yeah.
he's looking into things about Fisk, and she doesn't. He wants to know if he is what he's found out, kind of thing. And she kind of goes in to see what he's about, who he is.
So that scene was inspired
I
from
believe
that comic.
it's inspired from the
I could kind of
comics.
see that.
I believe it's
that.
I don't know if it's like exactly accurate, but
Yeah.
that's kind of what it seemed, as if it was almost kind of a similar like way that Daredevil was watching, somebody, and then she, Mike, he even says that he's, I've been watching these guys all night, and
But
then
she
you
had
come and
no
ruined
idea.
it.
But she
No,
had,
I know
yeah.
exactly.
But
I
they had
thought that
no
was
idea
yeah.
Daredevil was even involved with that.
True,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
That's also true. That's
Yeah.
also true. But yeah,
I could see that scene
I
being
want to say
inspired.
that
Yeah.
kind of maybe inspired a little bit. Maybe, like I
Yeah.
said, maybe it's not totally comic accurate, but
Right.
it definitely kind of reminded me of just the fact that that's how she kind of even got involved with Daredevil in the first place when it comes
Yeah.
to the comics, that she kind of was sent by the Kingpin,
Right.
how she is here
Right.
to go look into what he's doing, and come to find out, they then cross paths and then fight each other, and
Yeah.
kind of goes on from there. But we don't. I guess there's one thing about the show, we don't really get too much Daredevil after this scene, which maybe
No, which
kind
was
of
great.
sucks.
Which was great.
Maybe kind of sucks in a way if you at least thought that he was going to be in it more. Which I maybe
I'm
was like,
happy.
I will say
Yeah.
this. I was hoping maybe there was going to be something else in it with him, just maybe just another like flashback or another kind of crossover with it, because you got to think at this point, or you got to think now when it comes back into her actually coming into the MCU with say
Right.
either Daredevil Born Again or whatever,
Yeah.
they're not going to hate each other anymore. Like, she's not going to be trying to fight him.
No, no,
You
no.
know what I mean?
I think
So I don't
it.
like, how much of that do you think they're gonna skip? Do you think she's gonna come to Daredevil Born Again and they're gonna be like friends,
No,
or do you think
I
we're
don't
gonna
think
have to
they're
get an
gonna be.
introduction?
I think there's gonna be some type of introduction, or
Yeah.
maybe like kind of.
You think she shows up in Daredevil Born Again?
I think.
I think she has to.
Potentially, it would.
I think she has to.
But the way it ended, she's with her family out in Oklahoma. So unless it gives, she eventually has to go back to New York to kind of confront something maybe what Fisk is doing. And
Well,
maybe,
dude, I bet what
so
will happen is
yeah,
Fisk becoming mayor. Mayor will carry into Daredevil Born Again, and then she'll hear
right.
about it, and then she'll come back
Then
to
she'll come back.
do her own kind
Right,
of revenge tour,
right.
vengeance of, or
But the way,
heroism of her own.
but the way it ended was like it's almost like Maya was trying to heal Fisk from from his trauma
It was,
of his
but
up.
it
But I don't. She was able to do something, and that's why he was freaking out. Remember, because he was like,
well, I mean,
yeah,
ultimately, what I think it was with Fisk is one, yes, she did do that. Like she was
right,
able to kind of like show him what's really bothering him, essentially.
right, the
But
wall,
but ultimately, what I think it's gonna cause in Fisk is just more hate and
yeah,
revenge to either one, try to seek her out and somehow obtain that power for himself, or like I don't, because
why,
dude, it's almost like dude, it almost kind of reminds me of just like this. I know it's definitely not, I'm not trying to say it's the same, or it's nowhere near like on the same, I guess, same like level, but
mm-hmm,
it reminds me of it, just with how in like the Spider-Verse Fisk is basically trying to use that collider to bring his family back.
right,
And I almost wonder if maybe with like Maya possessing this power now that
mm-hmm,
that we're talking about,
yeah,
the ability to kind of like see kind of into that
yeah,
kind of like, I guess, trauma, or
mm-hmm,
I don't know what you want to call it, but I feel like it's gonna just cause Fisk to want to just try to like get that for himself, and he's gonna just gonna do more bad shit, in my opinion.
So my interpretation, like when she did all that and like healed him or whatever, like kind of showing him like, hey, this past trauma of you seeing your mom being abused, you're sitting in the room and all that, that wall, you gotta let it go. Let this
Yeah,
angry boy go. Let this trauma go. Let the hammer go. Um, you know, she was kind of able to heal him somewhat from that,
yeah, I think so.
and I think when we're seeing him in on his plane,
On the
and
plane
he's
back.
watching, like, yeah, we need someone different. We need. He's gonna take it upon himself to feel like he needs to be the mayor and give these people a different perspective, someone he can relate to, because he's come from the struggle. He is from that struggle.
Yeah,
So,
but I just
but wait,
didn't.
and then
Oh, sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
no,
Yeah,
and
go
I
ahead.
think he's gonna be feel like he feels the need to try to help people and like, but at the end of the day he's not going to be able to do it because at
Yeah.
his core he's a rotten person. So
All right. Yeah,
yeah,
we're
so
on the same page
but
then.
I think
Yeah.
because I think that's why I love the way Vincent what's his name,
Vincent D'Onofrio.
D'Onofrio plays Fisk, because you like feel
You feel
sorry
bad
for
for him,
Fisk
dude.
every
You
time. He
feel
like,
bad for
you
him,
could
dude.
just see he's
Yeah.
just like this
You feel
super
bad
like
for him.
vulnerable dude, but he's like a
He's a
ferocious,
fucking
scary
asshole.
guy.
He's dude.
But he just comes off
He's a
like,
bad man.
yeah, but he comes off like, bro, like
He's the new
super
Thanos.
vulnerable.
He's the new
Yeah,
Thanos, bro.
real talk. I mean, street level, yeah, like, but he comes off like just
But here's the other, but that's the other reason
yeah,
I think that's the other thing I think Marvel maybe kind of fucked it, or whoever kind of dropped that, because that
yeah, the
news did
Dreamerverse.
well, just kind of like that news about how Fisk is going to become the basically street level Thanos for
Mm-hmm.
probably I would say Spider-Man, probably She-Hulk, if She-Hulk even comes back.
Oh man, hope
Or
so.
I hope they do, but did you see
I
there
saw
was
that.
news today
I
about
saw
it
it.
being too
Yeah,
expensive to like make her shit? Like it's
yeah,
gonna be cameos. It's not gonna be
yeah,
like full on episodes, I think, anymore.
yeah.
Or it's gonna be like she's gonna be appear in a movie, but
Yeah, it's not good when the you know lead actress says that. So
yeah. Well, I think the fact that they already said that he's gonna be that, or he's
mhm.
gonna supposed to be that now, or
Yeah,
that leak came out. I think it's kind of like that's also why I didn't really interpret the fact that like he wants to do really any good still, because I
mhm.
think he still has hate. Like he's
Oh yeah, for sure. But I
yeah,
think his initial intention is gonna be like, I want to do good, and then people are gonna just piss him off and cross him. He's just
yeah,
gonna fall back into his bad
yeah.
patterns. Like that power is just gonna
True.
corrupt him.
He might try to be good for
Yeah,
like a little bit,
for like a second.
and then he's gonna realize that
Like
like
that's not me.
he's yeah
I'm just
and he still probably has power and influence over New York that he
yeah.
can basically do whatever he wants anyway. So like
Right.
yeah, I think he's just gonna still Big Willie's still gonna resort to his bad ways, and I want that though, because I
Yeah,
want
he's a
Wilson
great villain.
Fisk. I want
He's
Wilson
a great
Fisk, and
villain.
I want actual Wilson Fisk to fucking be in the MCU. Like
Me too.
the Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk is unmatched. So
I
if
agree.
we get him to unleash in full capacity, I'm all here for it. I don't
Yeah.
care. I don't care.
Yeah,
If
I
he
agree.
gets his own movie, sign me up. I'm there.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
love
care,
that.
dude. I love the
Oh,
dude.
yeah, he's a great
I
actor.
will back anything with Vincent D'Onofrio in it.
Yeah, he's
So
great. He's great.
yeah, man.
So,
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I mean, I
any
guess
closing thoughts?
overall with let's not spoil too much more, I guess, because
Yeah.
we definitely already got to put spoiler warning in this title just to
Yeah.
save some face. But
Yeah.
um, Dream Stars, bro. Dream
Uh,
Stars. How many Dream Stars out of 5?
out of 5, I give it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, so would I. So would I. It's not a 5, but it's right there. It's
Yeah.
there. It's
It's
getting there.
like you said, it's definitely better than She-Hulk. It's
It's
definitely
better than
better
all
than
the other
all the
shows.
other
Yeah,
shows. Low-key, I think I would
maybe
say it's
it
honestly
competes. I'm
it
saying
competes. Yeah.
it's up there. Like
Yeah, it
it
competes.
competes, but it's not like in
Yeah.
terms of like you can't take 2 seasons and then
Yeah.
take 5 episodes and be like,
Yeah.
you know,
I
who
agree.
wins. It's obvious, dude. I get it. Loki's
Yeah.
more complete. There's more out there. I don't know if we'll get an Echo season 2. Wouldn't mind it,
Yeah.
but
I will say the acting. I mean,
the acting was great.
kudos to the actress who plays Maya because I mean, it's all sign language. So most of what we're seeing is her expression from her face. There's no really too much of her
Yeah,
speaking.
dude. Somebody who can,
Yeah.
that the ability,
I
the ability to
mean,
act like that, and
yeah.
is crazy. So I'm,
And just give a shout out to just the ASL, like the fact that I mean, like every character was doing it, and they
it's
made a
true.
point with well, I won't say too much else, but
Yeah, we
yeah,
are.
yeah,
We
but
keep it in
like just
that's what I'm trying to. I'm not trying to
yeah,
like. I'm not trying to discredit or like.
yeah,
I know Yemi's trying to give like big.
yeah,
I'm not trying to like not do that. But I was also not trying to spoil anything too at the
nah,
same
yeah,
time. But
but yeah,
no, yeah.
I
Say
love
true.
that.
No, say true. Saying.
No, no,
Say
I
true.
was
Saying.
just like that. This just the acting, like as far as her capturing the ASL and just like really like, I mean, to be able to express herself in that way and to capture the audience and to capture my attention the entire time, like they did well with the sound. So the sound had to be on point because we're getting the perspective of Maya. They did great to capture that she is deaf,
Mm-hmm.
and just she just killed it. Like I mean, like she's a great actress. So
Mm-hmm.
kudos to the entire cast. Kudos to everyone really taking the time to like learn ASL and just kind of really it was beautiful to see. So
No, great movie. 4 to 5 Dream Stars. You heard it here first. So we'll move on so we don't spoil too much anymore for you guys.
yeah,
But yeah, man, we just had quite a few days of award shows or week or couple, right?
couple weeks, yeah.
Yeah, we had
Golden
what Golden
Globes,
Globes, Emmys last night,
Critics' Choice, yeah.
Critics' Choice. I didn't really tune into the Critics' Choice, but
Me either. Yeah,
I know Bear did okay there, and I know Oppenheimer, right, did okay there.
Oppenheimer did
Really good there.
pretty great. Critics and Golden Globes.
Yeah, well, yeah, Golden
Emmys
Globe
is more like TV
shows. Yeah,
shows.
Emmys is
So
more TV shows. But
yeah, Golden Globes is like movies and
which
shows.
one you want to tackle first, bro?
I mean, we could type in the Golden Globes. Like, I want to just mention like the film that won Best Animated Movie at Golden Globes. I won't go down the list, but Across the Spider-Verse was nominated. But The Boy and the Heron by Hayao Miyazaki, who's done like Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, like you've probably seen his other films. The Boy and the Heron was incredible. And I want to and I'm happy because this was like his first time he's won an award at the Golden Globes. But I will say Across the Spider Verse definitely deserved the win. I saw Boy in the Heron a couple weeks ago, and it was great. It is a beautiful film,
Not
but
better than
but
Cross.
it's not better than Across. Across deserved
Damn.
that. Yeah, I have to. I mean, I don't really consider that really a hot take. I think Across the Spider Verse was nominated, and I think they were just giving that because Hayao Miyazaki was saying that he's going to retire. He's officially saying that he's not now, but and then just kind of the artistry of this movie is always just I mean it's beautiful. Like most of it's like hand drawn. He puts a lot of work, but Across the Spider-Verse, I mean, was incredible. Some people consider that better than Into the Spider-Verse. So like I mean
Yeah.
I think it deserved I think it deserved to win that award. So I hope it wins when it comes to the Oscars because um, when I found out about Boy and the Heron winning, I was excited, and then I was like, "Wait, Cross Spider-Verse was in that? Yeah, no, that should have won." So that's just my take. But yeah, yeah,
um,
animated, Golden Globes. I mean, Oppenheimer took. I think,
Oppenheimer did crazy, right?
it won most of the awards, rightfully so. I think to me that was the best film of 2023. So I think it deserved their awards.
Yeah,
I think
2023 just had a lot, bro.
yeah, Barbie won maybe one or two. Um, and we don't really know all the awards, but we're just kind of going on the films that we're familiar with. So, but yeah, Oppenheimer, rightfully so. I think Cillian Murphy won for Best Actor, Male Actor. Robert Downey Jr. won for Best Supporting Actor. Also, Robert Downey Jr. made a statement said some of his best work was in
Was
Iron
in
Man.
Iron Man,
You see
yeah,
that?
and it's
Yeah.
probably, you say it'll probably get overlooked because of the
Yeah, because
genre.
because of the genre, which is true. I mean, like,
Probably will.
I
It's very,
mean,
very, very true. But I mean,
the
you gotta
superhero
think.
genre, they
You gotta
always look
think
past
though.
it.
His acting was probably also part of the reason that a lot of people even had eyes on the genre in the first place.
Yeah.
So, I would maybe not discredit what he's saying, because I do agree with him
Mm.
still. But I think that to an extent, maybe not so much, because, like I said, I think a lot of people, because of him, well, one, because of him, I think he even knows this, is that a lot of
Yeah.
people did watch the MCU because of him, because he
Right.
definitely was like the main reason that it even kind of took off in the first place. But yeah, dude, I mean, I do agree though that just because it is superheroes,
Yeah.
CBM movies and all that kind of shit, they always get talked down on. So um yeah, I get it. I get why he's saying that. I get why he thinks that, he thinks that his acting for those roles will never be really credited for anything, because it
Right.
is what it's in the genre that it's in, and it's unfortunate, but it's true.
Backstory, like on RDJ, like he was like in the downfall of his career. Like this, John Favreau had to fight for Robert Downey Jr. Like the
Yeah.
highest paid actor on that movie was Terrence Howard, who was doing really well, and Robert Downey Jr. was like struggling. Like that was like after his whole drugs,
Yeah.
going to jail countless times. Like he was like a hothead in Hollywood. Like he was almost like his career. He almost like really ruined his career because all the arrests, drugs, alcohol, and then he was kind of reforming himself in Hollywood. It wasn't really working with him. And then Favreau went to bat for him. Was like, hey, this dude can play Tony Stark. And then that basically set off a second wave for his career.
Yeah.
He was born to play Tony Stark.
He did get a best supporting role too
Yeah.
in major or any motion
Rightfully
picture.
so. He's one of the best, man. Like,
No, he was good in that movie,
yeah.
dude. I watched
Yeah.
it. I did watch. I forgot to tell you, I did watch Oppenheimer recently.
What?
I watched it. It was good.
Yo,
Let's talk about it. We'll talk about it a little bit.
yeah,
Dude, it was a good movie. I thought badass, really good. Like, I can see why Nolan is
the man.
I can see why people like think like
he's the best.
Yeah, and I can see why people think he is so good, and I agree, he is. He's so fucking good. But I mean, this definitely isn't. It's also a genre in its own. Like it's kind of like a more sci-fi nonfiction kind of story. I mean, maybe a little fiction here and there, but it's for the most part as accurate as he can fucking make it.
I mean, Oppenheimer.
And dude, I mean, no, he killed it. He killed it with that movie. But I will say, everybody in that movie, Downey Jr., Cillian Murphy, Florence Pugh, even
or Emily Blunt.
Yeah, Emily Blunt. And, I mean, dude, even some of the I didn't
Josh Hartnett. Remember, there's a scientist who was kind of helping him work as well. And
dude, I mean, dude, there was a bunch of people in that movie though that I didn't realize they were gonna be. Like Rami Malek was in it. Josh Peck was in it. Josh Peck was in it. When he showed up, I was like, "What?"
Josh's the one who fucking
I was like,
pulls the trigger. I was dying when I saw that in the movie. I was like, "What, Josh?"
I was like, "What?" But no, dude. I mean, I gotta give. But so anyway, I will say I gotta give it to Robert Downey Jr. because he definitely deserves the award for supporting role, and you must make sure for that, because he was. I mean, obviously he wasn't like, we realized that he was definitely like he was the bad guy technically in the movie. Like he wasn't the good person, like or I guess depending on how you interpret, based on interpretation, but excuse me, dude, it was great. I mean, I thought it was good, and I thought Downey was good. They were all the dude who played fucking Albert Einstein fucking had me roll. I don't know. I understand, like he honestly was probably accurate as hell, but I was like, holy shit. This, like, I'll be honest with you, Albert Einstein used to be a myth to me. Like he used to be, like, when I was younger growing up and hearing about Albert Einstein,
it's kind of cool.
I didn't realize, one, he was like, I mean, I knew this, but I eventually did learn this in school. But I was like, I honestly did not realize that he was actually such like a prominent person in our lifetime growing up.
Dude,
And dude, because like to me,
yeah,
he was such a myth growing up. I was like,
man. I
I
mean,
just thought he was like, he was like almost like that,
mathematician. I mean,
but that figure that you just like
right.
everything's based off of, but I've never seen him kind of thing.
Yeah.
I've seen like a picture of him
Yeah,
with crazy hair,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like, this can't be what the dude looks like all the time. Then I was like, you know what?
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
pretty
he's
damn
a
fucking
scientist. He's a
close. Yeah.
scientist, man, and a
Nah, dude, it
mathematician.
was all good, dude.
Yeah,
Oppenheimer was dope, I think,
it's a
like
powerful film, man.
as a film for sure.
Yeah,
But dude, I mean, speaking of just I guess powerful shows or films as well,
yeah,
and I guess this can kind of lead us into the Emmys, I would say,
right.
and maybe even a little bit into the Critics' Choice. But give a big shout out to the Bear, dude. I mean, they've
Best
been
show, bro.
sweeping.
Best show of
Uh,
2023.
they did good at Golden Globes. I got AO won her first Golden Globe, Emmy, and Critics' Choice, all basically in the back to
She
back to
killed it.
back.
She deserves
Um,
it too.
I mean, Jeremy White won awards at both Golden Globes and Emmys.
Yeah.
I don't know about critics, but
Yeah, I think he won last for the first season too. But yeah, I think he won for Golden Globe and he won for Emmy.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, dude, they all
And then
they did.
cousin
Yeah,
won
cousin
the
one.
award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see fuck, I forget his name. Matheson's, yeah, Matheson's speech for when they accepted the, I think maybe when it was in, they accepted the
Be-
award for,
Best comedy
I forget what would it have been. Hold on. Give me a second here. Maybe I would have to double check, but the show won the award for something. I forget what it was. I think it was best comedy. Yeah, comedy series. The Bear. I think it might. I don't know if I'm not sure if it was that speech or not, but I think Matty Matheson's like the chef dude, right?
Yeah.
He's the chef dude in the show. He went up when they were up there, and then cousin kissed him. Did you see that?
No, I
Oh,
didn't.
dude, you gotta.
Maddie Matheson. Look that up.
I'm gonna try to find it. But dude,
Yeah.
I think that's his name, right? Is that his name?
I'm not sure. That's why I'm like, that sounds. That's why I was like, just Google that so I can see their face. See their
The
face.
Bearcast. Let me just make sure I got the
Maddie
shit right.
Matheson.
I think that's his name.
Is that
Yeah, Matty
who plays
Matheson.
cousin?
No, no.
Oh yeah.
Did you see his speech?
No, he's like the technician.
Yeah,
like,
no, but did you see his speech when
No, I
they?
didn't.
So
I
he went up
didn't.
there, bro, and cousin kissed him.
Oh
Dude,
my
it was
God,
hilarious.
that's
I'll try to
hilarious.
find it for you after, but
That's
yeah,
so
no, it was
funny.
funny. It was funny, dude. But yeah,
Yeah.
no, dude, the Bear swept, bro.
Yeah.
Golden Globes, Emmys. I mean, AO at the critics.
Yeah.
But dude,
Well deserved, bro. That season is
100%. No,
it's
100%.
so good.
All deserved. The
So
one thing
good.
I will say,
Yeah.
and I know we were talking about this a little bit earlier today. One thing I will say is that with the Emmys, at least, I didn't really pay too much attention, I guess, to the Golden Globe Awards at first, but at least with the Emmys, I know that Phil Dunster was also nominated for, I believe, Best Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series, which Phil Dunster plays Jamie Tart on Ted Lasso. And I know Ted Lasso is probably its own genre of, like or whatever as well, but I don't know. I'm not sure if you've even ever seen the show or not, but
I've seen most of the first season.
Ted Lasso is a great show in my opinion, and they just actually released their last season of Ted Lasso. They released it earlier in 2023, and Phil Dunster was, in my opinion, really good. I thought he was maybe deserving, but of the award, but again, not more than Cousin by any means or anything like that. I was telling him, I think 2023 in terms of whether it be movies, TV shows, video games, just
Just a lot
that
of hate.
entire media space.
Yeah, it was a
Like
lot
there
of
was
hate.
so much shit
So
that
much
came
good
out,
content.
so much good content, great
Yeah.
content, good performances by so many people,
Yeah.
and there's just not enough awards to go around, man. So it's like I just think 2023 was one of those years that we'll never probably see again in terms of. I mean, maybe we will. Probably we probably
I
will.
think
We will,
for
but
sure.
like in terms of just how much actually like
Yeah,
it was almost like
on
you.
all levels.
Well, and dude,
Yeah, it was all
and
levels.
it was almost at like such a steady pace that it wasn't super overwhelming.
Yeah.
And until you actually took the time to look back and you were like, holy shit, that
lot of
came out this
content.
year.
Yeah, there's a lot of
That came
content.
out this year.
Yeah.
That also came out this year. And you
Crazy.
were like, wow, like we were
Yeah.
doing when I think we had our last podcast of the year. You and I were all like, damn,
Wow,
all that shit came
yeah.
out this year. We were like, holy shit.
Every single medium.
Yeah.
Like from games, anime,
Everything got tackled.
shows, movies.
Yeah, anime too. Blue Lock. I mean,
Blue
yeah.
Lock. Jujutsu Kaisen,
Yeah,
My
JJK.
Hero, like bro, it was everything.
There
So
was so much shit
so
that
much
came
good
out.
stuff. So much good stuff.
I
So yeah,
mean,
I mean,
anything else, I guess, with those awards that you want to give a shout out to? I
I
mean,
want to shout out Quentin Brunson. Like she won like best lead actress last night. She does she's the lead actress and creator for Abbott Elementary. I don't know if you've seen
okay,
that.
okay. No,
But
I don't know
yeah,
if I've never seen it, but
yeah,
I saw that I was I mean I was watching
yeah,
Emmy, so I
yeah,
saw that she won.
yeah.
So
She's great. I mean, brilliant writer. I love the show. Like can't wait till season 3 comes
hell
out,
yeah,
but it's really inspiring to see because she basically started off like I think working for like BuzzFeed and like she like worked at like and like really like as someone like in social media and she started as a production assistant, a PA, like
yeah,
and this
yeah,
was like probably like 8 or 9 years ago. So you just all it takes is timing, consistency, and you can blow up just the next day. Like you
Oh,
just
dude,
never. Yeah, you never know.
I
So
saw a thing from I think it was on
yeah,
Threads earlier from James Gunn. I don't know if you've seen it, but
yeah,
he somebody asked him like what's the best way to get noticed in writing,
right,
and James Gunn was basically just like, yeah, I did nothing for fun in my 20s. Like I just honed my craft and
yeah,
just with this basically blind hope that everything was gonna work out one day. And like
yeah.
he's like, I don't recommend this. He's like, unless you have it in your bones that like you
You
really
gotta
want to
love it,
make it.
man.
So like, dude,
It's
like, yeah, I mean,
consistency.
like that kind of what you just said kind of reminded me of that.
Yeah,
Um,
but
but
I will say, and a friend of mine said this earlier. This is off topic because I was just kind of talking about just like hard work, consistency will always win out than like overnight success, and she's like, you need to have both mind frames as like preparing yourself for overnight
yeah,
success because you never know. It could be one clip, one thing, the algorithm can change and it could just go viral and change your life. So have have the mentality of like this could blow up over tomorrow, this could blow up in a few weeks from now. Like prepare yourself for both. Like don't
yeah,
just shut off and say like it's gonna take time. Like have the mentality like, you know, this could be this your life could change the next day. So I think that's just good mentality to have. You believe in what you're doing, you're consistent, you're positive, you're prepared for anything, then you know, that the universe will reward that. So
hell yeah,
yeah, but yeah,
I'm with it, bro.
Quentin Brunson, like she's so brilliant. So huge fan of hers. So yeah,
No, I'm
that's
with
pretty
it.
my last point. Yeah,
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess in terms of 2024,
the movies. Yeah,
I think we both have kind of said to each other that we think it's going to be kind of maybe a down year, in terms of just, I mean, if you're going to compare it to anything, like if you're going to, if you're going to compare 2024 to 2023, like already, like it's like, it's going to be tough to beat. Like,
yeah.
it's going to be hard to beat the amount of content and good shit that came out last year.
Yeah.
So,
Did I have 10? I
um,
have 10 movies.
you do. I
Yeah,
mean,
you want
dude.
me
No,
to go your list
I
or
mean,
mine?
bro. Well, I gotta see what your list is.
Yeah,
So, because I
yeah,
just have a random list of
yeah.
fucking movies.
Let me run off my
So I
list
don't
real
really
quick.
have like,
Yeah, the
yeah,
number one for me, and I think is probably will win some awards is Dune Part Two. I think that's probably going to be one of the best films that dropped this year.
probably will.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dune Part Two um, drops February 14th. Madam Web. I think that's going to be a good film. But Dune Part Two is really going to be like incredible because the director was talking about like this is where things get like that the first one was the build up and the first one's incredible, and he was like this is when things like really like you're gonna really enjoy the ride of this film and the action pieces and like everything's gonna shit's gonna hit the fan. So all an indicator that I just need to read the book. So Doom Part Two. Um,
you said you got 10. You got
well,
10.
probably not 10,
All
but
right.
yeah, I'll just name off the ones I'm excited for.
I'm looking at this list of 42. I don't even know if I can find 10.
Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, the Mad Max
I
prequel.
forgot that was coming out.
Yeah, that's gonna be fucking sick. I can't wait for that. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
It's gonna be a good one.
That's gonna be good. That drops May 24th, apparently. And then Deadpool 3.
Surprised it took you this long to say Deadpool. To be
Yeah, I
honest with
mean,
you,
I'm more
because
excited
if you're
about
talking,
Dune.
well, okay,
Yeah,
yeah. If you're talking this is a comic book and
I mean,
superhero
yeah,
and
but I'm not
anime
gonna be. I'm gonna
podcast.
be honest.
I'm fucking with you.
I'm gonna be
I'm
honest.
just saying,
Yeah,
like, and I figured you would have said Deadpool like first,
yeah.
just because
I
of
just,
because
I,
but also because of the anticipation for it too
for sure.
with Hugh Jackman, bro. Hugh
Yeah, no,
Jackman's gonna be
I'm
in it.
excited for it. I'm definitely excited. Yeah, Deadpool 3, Beetlejuice. Nah, it's on the
Get the
list.
fuck out
Yeah,
of
nah,
here.
but Beetlejuice. There's a come out with Beetlejuice too. That. Ignore what I just said. I don't really care about that. Gladiator 2.
Yeah,
I'm excited
no,
for Gladiator
Gladiator
2 because
too.
Gladiator, the first one, is like one of my favorite films. So,
Yeah,
and then
I haven't been counting.
Joker Fola Do, the sequel. Um, it's the sequel to the first Joker with Joaquin Phoenix, and Harley Quinn's gonna be played by Lady Gaga. But I heard it's a
Did you
freaking
say that right?
musical. Yeah, was it?
I think it's fully ado.
Fully Ado.
I think it is, but
Uh,
I could be wrong.
no, Fully Ado sounds better. Ado,
Or
yeah,
fully ado. I don't know.
yeah. Fully Ado is
Let us
probably,
know who's right,
yeah.
please, if you're listening.
That's sad
If
because
you want to comment on
I
this,
took
let us know who's
I
correct.
took French throughout college, so if I'm not
You
pronouncing
better be right then.
Fully
I
Ado,
took Italian.
nah, Fully Ado is better, is right. Fully Ado is not right.
Oh.
Do yeah, whatever. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's all I got. Sonic 3. That's pretty much it.
All right.
What you got?
All right. Well, I'm just gonna say what you didn't say. So we are supposed to be getting a new. Did you say Godzilla Kong?
No, I didn't. Holy shit.
Godzilla Kong's supposed to come out April 12th.
Yeah.
Garfield
Just fuck out of here with that.
comes out the day before my birthday, so that's why I said it.
God.
Yeah, let's see here. You didn't say Venom.
Wait, is that really dropping this year? I saw that and I
November
was like,
8th.
yeah, I saw that. And I was like, is that really? Are
I
they filming
think
it?
I think it's November 8th. I think isn't it already filmed? Probably in production, post production now.
Craven the Hunter too.
Craven the Hunter too. Yeah, that's another one you didn't say.
Well, I didn't really know about Craven the Hunter because I was like,
Also coming out of the Borderlands movie, I think.
is that with Kevin Hart? I think that's with Kevin Hart.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Nah,
They're gonna make it a
Hart.
comedy?
Yeah.
No.
But isn't Borderlands
I
kind of
mean,
like
it's kind of jokey, but
jokey?
yeah, it's kind of. But I don't know. I'd have to talk to my one buddy who like lived and breathed Borderlands as a kid. But
Borderlands takes me back.
Karate Kid,
Wait, so is it a remake?
December 13th. No, dude. I mean, same people.
Wait, so they're bringing back like the
Original
original kid or
actors.
Jaden Smith? Cause remember that?
Oh no, not the Jaden Smith one.
Okay.
So it's I guess like maybe in a remake or a extension of the first one, the
Is
original.
Jackie Chan come back?
Uh-huh.
Oh fuck it.
Yeah.
I'm into. All right. Okay.
And then we're supposed to get it, so who knows if it'll come out? Well, I mean, I don't know. I think did they fully delay Spider-Verse like completely out of 2025 or 2024 yet?
No, I feel like it's out.
But like, do you think maybe it could be one of those things where they just
It's just-
surprise drop
I
that
would
shit
love
like
that.
later in the year?
That's number one. Then if it or what's it called?
Beyond.
Beyond the Spider-Verse. The Beyond the Spider-Verse drops this year. That's number one for me. But
Yeah.
I mean, they've been so quiet. It's so quiet. I don't know.
I think they're probably trying to figure shit out with their whole crew and I mean like whoever's gonna be working for them and whatnot. Because you gotta think, remember all that shit came out about how the working conditions and everything or just stuff was not the greatest being on that squad or team, those teams. So who knows? Like maybe that could be another reason as to why it could either be delayed or whatever. Who knows? So I think that's just one of those things we're probably gonna have to wait for. But yeah, I mean games. I'm trying to think of games. I think we're supposed to get college football this year. Supposed to get college. It's supposed to come back.
That'd be sick.
So if that comes back, you'll definitely be getting a live stream when it comes out of me shitting on Yemi, playing it.
Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth.
Final Fantasy is supposed to come out.
Yeah.
Pal World. I was telling my guy here about this game called Pal World. That actually is. Damn, my hip just cracked. It comes out Friday actually, and honestly, when I first looked at this game, I thought it was a fucking joke, but it is not. It's real, and it's coming to Game Pass on Friday the 19th, and I'm gonna be playing that shit all night. I'm gonna tell you, it's basically how I would describe it is Pokemon, not actual Pokemon, like off-brand Pokemon characters, essentially, meets Ark Survival slash mixed with like Valheim and Rust. It's got guns. It's got pals, dude. I can't. It's hard for me to explain, but
Yeah,
I am
I
excited.
need to
I'm
see it.
excited for this game. Check it out for yourself. It's called Power World. It's on Steam. I have it wishlisted on Steam, but I found out that it's going to be releasing to Game Pass, so I think I'm just going to get it on there because I can get it for free since I already have Game Pass. But um, trying to think other games that are supposed to be coming out this year that like we could be potentially excited for. Oh, Rise of the Ronin, bro. Rise of the Ronin.
Oh yeah. Rise of the Ronin.
Yeah, Rise of the Ronin's coming out.
Yeah.
Which is like a basically almost looks like a
Kind of Ghost of
kind of like
Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima, but I mean I don't know if you'd want to call. I mean, it's got to be different in its own right. You would think, right?
Yeah.
So that's supposed to come out.
What else? It's a dry year though.
There's
so
got to be something coming out, dude. Something's got to be coming out. Like, there's got to be some big game that we can't think of right now. I'm looking it up. No, we're not getting off this podcast until we figure out.
Tekken. I mean,
Tekken 8, yeah, but
yeah,
bro, there's got to be something. Like, there's got to be something.
It's a dry year, bro. Like, I don't really remember. GTA's not dropping this year, so
yeah, it's not until 2025. What if GTA just says fuck it and like releases on like the 30th?
Oh, but not game related.
Oh, Star Wars Outlaws. That's another game that comes out.
But
this
is
year.
that really dropping this year?
Supposed to, yeah.
Yeah. All right, not game related, but True Detective. You a fan of True Detective?
I've never watched it.
Oh, bro, you gotta watch it. It's so good.
What is it?
It's on HBO. It's like this kind of like, it's not an anthology, but I guess it is technically an anthology. Each season's different. You and August should watch that, bro. It's good. It's like
True Detective.
It's like a mystery.
HBO Max, you said, or Max? Right?
Yeah, Max.
Right.
Yeah,
I'll check it out.
yeah. Matthew McConaughey, Woody Harrelson.
Oh,
starting
okay.
First season, and then it's like Colin Farrell, Vince Vaughn.
Okay, no, I knew there was some shit I was forgetting. All right, so we got we got Star Wars Outlaws, obviously.
Right.
Suicide Squad comes out this month.
Oh yeah, Suicide
Technically
Squad.
February 2nd.
Yeah, damn, that is a big.
If we're talking about like superheroes and stuff, you know, that comes out.
Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad
Rocksteady.
looks good, dude. Like I actually think it might be okay. He's not confident. I've
just been hearing a lot of like everyone's not. There's no hype for it.
There's not a ton of hype.
Like there's no hype. And
at least none that I've heard.
And Rocksteady always still knocks it out of the park. So they have a reputation.
It's another game that was supposed to release, I think, actually last year.
What?
It's called Skull and Bones. It's basically like a pirate.
Oh yeah, you showed me.
Game. It's essentially, it kind of looks like Ubisoft's version of like Assassin's Creed, but fully pirates, like fully on pirate, like full blown pirates, or like it's their fuck, what's that game? Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is a pirate themed game, but it's more like arcadey. The graphics are not as like detailed as like what an Assassin's Creed or whatever game would be. But yeah, Skull and Bones is another game that comes out this year. I'm actually probably gonna try and I think I'm gonna try it just to see what it's like. I like trying games, dude. Like even if I don't end up playing them forever, I just like saying that I did. That's also kind of why I like some of these video game passes or like subscriptions to services, because then you can like play games that you've never bought or had before, and then you can not have to worry about it. You cancel your subscription, you don't own it anymore, obviously, but you get the access to it while it goes on. But let's see here. Is there anything else? Hold on.
The fact that you have to scavenge
Rugby 24.
Absolutely,
I did not even know
bro.
Rugby. I didn't even know that was a game. But I'm definitely buying that. Oh, dude, that's on PlayStation. We're definitely playing that, bro.
Rugby 24.
Rugby 24, bro.
All right,
come on.
TD had this. He had to find Rugby 24. Hey, it's a dry year for games. It's a dry year. But
Last of Us Part 2, bro, remastered. You want to play that? Fuck
no.
that, dude. I'm so sick of...
No offense to that, but...
No, I'm sick of remastered shit, honestly.
I'm with you.
I'm sick of remastered shit, dude.
Just
make new shit, man.
Yeah, it's just milking it.
Or just make remastered shit that's actually good. Or, hey, guess what? You guys made a good game. Maybe just build off of that one. Don't completely remake a game like every single year.
Yeah, Last of Us
like, for example, Fortnite
did not need it.
They know what they're doing. They just keep updating their shit.
Yeah.
That's why that game is successful, and they kept little kids buying their skins every month, and I'm one of them. So,
the little kid.
I'm a little kid wasting his mom's credit card money. But no, I mean, either way, no, dude, people overcomplicate shit nowadays, man. Especially in video games. I think like.
Well, I think it's kind of like they know it's nostalgic, so they're just gonna keep milking people's nostalgia. Like nostalgia's in.
We're getting a Mario vs Donkey Kong game too in February. Forgot about that. I don't really know what that entails, but
yeah.
Princess Peach game's coming out as well.
Yeah, the Princess Peach.
Rise of the Ronin, honestly, is probably my favorite. My favorite one that I've honestly said. That Black Myth Wukong game. Did you say that?
Oh yeah, good.
I know that we reacted. We reacted to that recently.
I don't even trust the fact because Wukong is supposed to drop August, but that game has been in development
Arc
forever.
2 is supposed to come out.
So I don't know if Wukong's gonna drop.
Arc 2.
What is that?
It's the dinosaur game on.
Was it good? The first one?
It's alright. It's like kind of like, dude, like it's kind of like this game that I'm about to show you, Power World. It's like kind of like a similar, but dinosaurs instead.
Yeah.
Supposed to get a Fable 4.
That's not dropping. That's not dropping. Yeah.
I mean, it says TBA, but
ooh,
Foam Stars. There we go. They're reaching, man.
Yeah.
This is like Foam Stars is PlayStation's clear competitor to Nintendo's successful Splatoon series. The game will feature third-person shooter battles where players will hit each other with foam guns that also create slippery surfaces. Sounds fun, if that's your thing. That's what this article says.
Let's wrap this up. That's not it. That's not it. Anything else?
Hades 2.
Hades 2, yeah. I heard that's good.
Did you already say that?
No, but I heard Hades 2 is like a high.
They're coming out with that Chernobyl game. That's interesting.
Oh boy, no.
Yeah, where is our heads at? Where are our heads at, dude? No, dude, I think fuck. Jesus Christ, this list sucks, man.
Was like anything else?
Bros, if Star Wars Outlaws releases, they're gonna win Game of the Year. Or Tekken 8.
I think it's gonna go to I don't even know, bro. This list is trash.
Bro, like, there's somebody's got to be coming out with a game this year that's gonna just surprise everybody.
Yeah,
we really need more news on
This will probably be the year of like.
We need more news on NCAA football. We need more news on college football game.
Yeah.
There was rumors that they were gonna release a trailer during the college football playoff or championship or whatever, but they didn't do it. National championship, but they didn't do it. I don't know, dude. I mean, Rise of the Ronin could potentially be a competitor, but it comes out in fucking March, so that's gonna have the same effect as basically Hogwarts Legacy of last year. Just be forgotten about. Instead, we'll put a remastered game in the category. Or a remake. Not even a remastered. A remake. Well, I guess it's the same fucking thing. But anyway. Yeah, you want to wrap up?
Yeah.
You done?
Yeah, I've been done for like 5 minutes.
Why?
Scourging for games that you're not going to play.
I'm definitely going to play. Hold on. Give me one sec. Where was it? Foam Stars.
All right, yeah. Guys.
No, I'm kidding.
Any final
Rugby 24 though, for sure. We're playing Rugby. All right, we're done. First pod of 2024 in the books.
Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you guys.
Hope you notice the difference in the quality too. I mean, I see it. It looks better, bro.
It looks better. Hopefully, it sounds better.
Nah,
hopefully, I don't sound too bad now. I've been moving my mic a little bit, but
the mics.
yeah, no.
Like, subscribe.
Yeah, please like, subscribe. Rising of the Dreamerverse here on YouTube.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram.
Yeah. Basically, just search Rising of the Dreamerverse everywhere, and you'll find us.
Yeah, you will. You will.
You'll find us.
Apple, you're gonna have to put, because my dentist was struggling because he was trying to look me up. Shout out to you. My dentist. Yeah, I won't put his name out, but yeah, he was looking up for the podcast and he was trying to find it on Apple. And you have to put the Rising of the Dreamerverse. Everywhere else, you'll probably be able to find it.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's there's one place where we didn't get the Rising of the Dreamerverse, right? And that's
TikTok.
TikTok, yeah. That's the only place that doesn't have the Rising of the Dreamerverse. So,
but we appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
continue to, leave your comments, leave reviews.
More feedback. Let us know if
feedback.
Let us know if these boom arms suck.
I hope not. And then if you guys prefer, we're like TD mentioned, we're gonna be doing shorts and all that. If you guys prefer more content like that, let us know. So
yeah, we got some short form YouTube videos coming out, 5-10 minutes, maybe 15, depending on how long we talk, I guess. But we got some of that kind of stuff coming out. We're starting to read into some more comics. We've talked about doing live streaming at some point. If we do live streaming, it would be more of live streaming a podcast probably, or streaming a video game, I would imagine.
Right.
Another thing we could do is maybe build a Lego. I got a little Batmobile we could maybe build on a stream. But either way, we got some. We definitely have ideas, but we're definitely open to your guys' thoughts and opinions as well on just kind of content that you guys want to see. If there's anything specifically you guys want to see more of from us, just let us know, and we'll definitely try to kind of put that out for you guys as much as possible. So.
Yeah, if you want us to watch something, let us know.
Yeah, reactions. That's another thing. I noticed that reactions kind of weird, in my opinion, but reactions do well.
They do.
They do well on YouTube. I mean, everywhere really. Right. But just anything you guys want to see us do, let us know, and we will definitely try and do it. So, that's a podcast, baby. Yeah. First one, 2024. New camera.
New vibes.
This is what we're doing. We're dapping up now.
Nah, so I'm just happy to be back, right?
Yeah, I am too. I'm happy you're not sick. You're alive, alive and well. You know who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you. See you guys later. Peace.